It's a new chapter, there's a new meta, new guns, new map, new items, and just new everything. Let's talk about the fastest way to hit Unreal. I was one of the top 200 players to hit Unreal this season, so let me fill you in on how to abuse the meta. So for chapter 5, abusing the meta to hit Unreal is the main thing you guys need to do. The current meta is landing at one of these POIs: Snooty Steps, Lavish Lair, Grand Glacier, Reckless Railways, and Fencing Fields. These POIs have bosses that you kill, and once you kill them, they drop the most broken item in the current season, which is the medallions. No matter how many times you get shot, these medallions will continuously heal you for the rest of the game, so these are mandatory to have. I don't think I've won a single game without a medallion, or have seen anyone else win a game without one. Also, if you guys didn't know, if you collect multiple medallions, it heals you faster. They do stack, so if you grab all 5, you're just unkillable. Speaking of unkillable, watch this fight I had against a pro player. This fight is a perfect example as to why the medallions are a must-have. So I hit this guy 4 different times, but the whole time he was 200 HP because he has multiple medallions healing him instantly. If you're a confident fighter, you can tag people constantly to see if they have a medallion, and if they aren't glowing blue like this, that means they don't have one, and you could double key them. More than likely, since you have a medallion and it will constantly heal during the fight, you will not lose the fight. So like I said, landing at one of these 5 POIs is mandatory. So if you're still watching, that means you're enjoying this video and are interested in getting better. So make sure you guys leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also follow me on Kick, kick.com/swiper is on the screen right now. I stream every day, so come say hi. Drop me a follow. Once you kill the boss, they drop Mythic Weapons. 3 out of the 5 Mythic Weapons are absolutely broken, so you need to have one of these in your inventory. If you want to get the Mythic Weapons, you can get the Mythic Pump from Snooty Step, Mythic Scar from Fencing Fields, the Mythic Nemesis AR from Grand Glacier, the Mythic Submachine Gun from Reckless Railways, and lastly the Mythic Auto Shotgun from Lavish Lair. So just in case you guys know which one to aim for, we're gonna rank these Mythic Weapons from worst to best. The absolute worst Mythic this season is the Nemesis AR. Then we have the Mythic Auto Shotgun. For third place, we have the Mythic Submachine Gun. Second place is the most broken AR in the game, which is a Scar. For the first place, we have the Mythic Pump. This thing hits like a tank. So now let's talk about the best loadouts in chapter 5. I've been grinding non-stop since the season dropped. I want to assume everyone has similar opinions to what is the best loadout. So I've come to realize the Scar or the SMG is the best primary weapon. Then for our second slot, we have the shotgun, which we should 100% use a pump over the auto shotgun. Now for your third slot, you should either carry a sniper for free kills or carry an extra heal, preferably medkits. But mainly I use a sniper because I usually get 1 or 2 headshots a game with a sniper. For your last 2 slots, it should be 2 heals of your choosing, but normally everyone runs minis or half pots. I'll talk about the point system and how to actually get the most amount of percentage towards your rank. No one truly knows how the point system works, but we do know 2 things. You gain more percentage towards your rank for killing players that are higher ranked than you, and you gain more percentage towards your rank if you get kills in the end game. So that means getting kills off spawn is pretty much useless. But if you truly want to hit Unreal as fast as possible, the best game modes to play in order is solos, duos, trios, and then squads. So pretty much the less teammates you have, the more percentage you gain per game. Alright, so now let's talk about mastering a drop spot. Most of the time you're going to be caught off spawn no matter where you land. I recommend to never land at a hot spot. What I mean by this is if the bus is over Snooty, try to aim for a different spot like Grand Glacier or Lavish Lair. Usually players jump out the bus immediately and try to land at the first POI they see. But obviously every bus route is different. I recommend not landing at the first POI that the bus is over. The reasons I'm telling you not to land a populated POI is because the more you hot drop and die off spawn, the more percentage you lose towards your rank. So it's really not worth it if you're trying to hit Unreal the fastest way possible. So let's say you don't want to abuse the meta and you don't want to land at a POI. For your off spawn, I would recommend making a drop map on Fortnite.gg. Pick a spot on the map that you're most comfortable with. Then you want to choose a specific building, a gas station, or you can even aim for a floor loot spawn. For the spot that you choose, you want to master gliding to your spot, so you're the first one to land there. We all call this a drop map. Drop maps are custom maps made on Fortnite.gg, so you can have the fastest and lowest landing to your spot. So in my opinion, drop maps are very useful for ranked. Here's an example of my drop. I land in this building, and let's say the bus route is going this way. The mark I would use is this one right here. So here's how it looks in game. So yeah, that's one example of how to use a drop map, because you want to be the first one to land there no matter what bus route you get. It doesn't matter what spot you choose, as long as you put in the time to learn where everything is and just mastering the spot. When you're the first one to land, if you're able to, try to get early damage, then go loot your spot immediately. Once you're done looting that building or whatever spot you chose, make sure you go on a higher layer to keep track of your opponent and fight from there. Every fight is different, so I can't really tell you how to fight it, but I could tell you to try to keep track of where your opponents are at all times. But let's say you're not coming on spawn, you would want to create a loot route for yourself. The point of this is to get as much loot as possible without circling back to the spots you already looted. At that point, you're just wasting your time. So, for example of a loot route, I land here, I would go here, then here, and just keep on going. You never want to circle back because you're just wasting time, like I said. Honestly, you will need to become better at fighting if you want to hit Unreal in general. In my last video, I went into detail on how to become better at fighting. To briefly summarize that video, you'll need to grind a lot of creative with your friends, PGs, realistics, box fights, and zone wars. Do it as much as possible while also focusing heavily on your aim. Aim duel with your friends or go into a headshot only box fight match to get better aim. Let's get into a live ranked gameplay breakdown. This guy right here had the medallion, so I decided to play a little passive here. Truthfully, the only way to win against someone with the medallion is by fully jumping into their box and 50-50ing them, or boxing them up and taking very good peeks. Pretty much the main goal is to not let them heal. You'll need to constantly play aggressive against them. For this next fight, once again he has a medallion, so instead of playing too aggressive to start off, I just go for his wall from upper right hand peak. I end up taking his wall and cone, then hit him for over 100 damage. I kept on aggressing him because I have a medallion myself, so it was a fair fight. But for some reason this guy decided to give up mid fight, so hey, a free kill is a free kill.
Kinda lost. What?
Did he just die?
What?
Oh, he backed out? So at this point in the game, I have around 3 medallions, so I'm pretty much invincible. I'm more than confident to fight everyone else in this lobby. For the next fight, I waited to do some damage before WKing. Once I did damage, I'm trying to pre-piece everything just in case he runs. Once I get him to stop running, I fake trying to take his wall. He ends up instantly editing, which that is what most people do, so I placed a ramp in his face to block the shot. Then it was just an easy kill from there. So now, this guy tried taking my wall, but failed, so I went for an instant edit and a pump shot. Swapped to my spray weapon while his back was turned, did more damage. I'm way up damage at this point with multiple medallions, so I'm just chasing this guy down.
No, Eminem is running, guys! No. Oh, Eminem!
For the next fight, once you're this far into the game, you always want to make sure you're ahead of zone. This guy wasn't the brightest and he was staying in zone and shooting at me, so I just stayed ahead and just held him in storm.
0 build. Dead game, by the way. In for a 5 right now.
Oh!
For this last kill, I'm not exactly sure what his plan was, but it was a free kill and a win, so I'll take it.
Oh my god.
Why would he challenge that?
If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down this emoji if you made it this far. As always, I just want to see who the real ones are that always watches my videos all the way through. As always, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, see you in my next video.